Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or a bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Okay? Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on, drink it. Lift and drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Drink. What? Drink your water. Drink your water. Man, oh man, family. It is good to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, in the home of the stubborn in a home, stubborn minority, in a place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production all day, every day. But we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Family, I don't know if I'm streaming right now, but it really don't even matter. I am in it to win it. Yes, I am. Family, listen, it's time for us to lift up our daily ancestors. And of course, y'all know we started this back because we want to make sure that you getting your water. We want to make sure that you doing your toast. We want to make sure you are staying healthy And we want to make sure that you are communing with your ancestors. So family, get your glass, get your water, get your health drink, and get your ancestors list. And get here because it's going down every morning at 5:45 a.m. Man, but hey, we're going to do the toast, and we're going to talk about some stuff. I want to keep it quick. I want to keep it short. I want to make sure streaming all the way so that everything is right. All right, so here we go. So, right now, I don't have my ambrosia water, but I do have some hard ambrosia. I call this old hard ambrosia. Take me a shot. You know what I'm saying? Take me a shot. Keep my system clean, right? Make sure I'm feeding myself those probiotics, because I see some people like they're trying to make jokes, but hell, you know, we healthy over on this side. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how your health is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm still active. You know what I'm saying? I'm still able to move. I'm still able to do the things that I do. So family, it works. Lifting up the ancestors, taking our breaths, building up ourselves, building up our community, our family. It is going well. Going well for us. So now, let's get into the toast. Right? I keep dropping the signal. This is part of the issue with me streaming in the evenings, because it takes up a lot of data. And now, problem for me to stream. So I might have to cut the amount of days that I'm streaming. So I'm really looking at this because I usually don't have these type of problems. You know what I'm saying? Paying all, this shit is ridiculous. And it's like, yo, I'm trying to make sure that I'm able to give y'all some quality stuff. And I want to make sure that I'm able to help build and help motivate people and inspire people to do their thing. And then also include their ancestors in that thing, right? So, but hey, let's go and do our toast. First off, calling on the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. Lift up our creator, salute that creator, and we say one shout resounding ashe. We say ashe here, whatever your word, phrase that you use, don't say it, but here we say ashe. So ashe, anime. Can a brother get some music, please? Thank you. All right. So moving from the creator, we're gonna move to our personal list. So this is where y'all join me. You don't have to wait for me to finish. Let's say our ancestors. It won't interfere. Energy is out. See, because this is a whole nother piece. Family, it's cool that we do the ritual once a week, but I want to make sure that y'all have an opportunity to get up and call your own ancestors' name, rather than waiting for Brother Hatim and Gye-Nyame Journey to call them on a daily basis. I want you to lift up your ancestors on a daily or bi-daily basis, or even just on your birthday. And as a matter of fact, we forgot to give all of the Kujichagulia babies a round of applause, because we are on Kujichagulia. Shouts out to all the Kuji babies. You know what I'm saying? We holding it down. I'm a Kuji baby. So, I'm lifting it up. So we move from there to our personal ancestors. For those that want to get their personal ancestors on the list when we do the ritual on Emoji at the top of the week, go to G&J, go to freegnjecourse.com, freegnjecourse.com. You can sign up for the email list. Is up at the top. You put your email in, click, boom, you're on our email list, and you can correspond with us, and you can send us your ancestors' names, as well as send us those that you want on the healing and wellness list. We send out that healing energy. So I'm gonna call my ancestors. You join me. First, we're going to call Miles Brown, Zan, Robert Texan, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Chris Fanny, Gaston, Out, Lean, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, G. Brown, Marco Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis of our Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown, the second part, Twist, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Falar, Montague, and El Normal X, the Pet Mont, Rob Malik, Core, Dr. Mary Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Malik. Did I say Pastor Yusuf Weston? Of course, I want to mention Sister Ye. Also want to mention Thomas Bradley. I want to mention Kaniko Parsons. And I want to mention Brian Watson. Right? So, we lift up our personal ancestors. Hopefully you had enough time. I'm going to give some of y'all a couple more seconds. Some of y'all lists are longer than mine. We lift them up. We lift them up. We lift them up. I'll say Ye Motley again. We lift it up. And we say, Ashe. From there, we're going to move to our future generations. We're going to move to the now. Family, now is all we have. So we lift up the now. Celebrate the now. We salute the now. We lift up our glass and we salute this present moment. And we take our responsibility in this moment, right? That we will do what we need to do in order to build for our children. This moment right now is all we have. And the question that each of us have to wrestle with is, what are you doing with your moment? Are you building or are you destroying? Are you bringing to life or are you taking life? Are you inspiring or are you sending people into despair? Are you bringing joy or are you bringing grief? What are you doing? Lift up our glass because we take our responsibility in this moment because we know the most precious thing that we do have is time. And we here pledge to use our time to move the next generation to the next level. And we say, Ashe. Speaking of that next generation, we salute them in advance. We toast them now. We toast them in advance so that they will toast us when it's our time to become ancestors. Because they know that we have done all that we can do to fulfill them, to give them space and time. Stop playing with it, family. This is real. We're lifting up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to all of our relations. We lift up our glass. We salute all of our relations. And we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, we're going to lift up those special causes that anyone out there you may have. You want to send energy because we got a lot of energy to send out, right? We want to lift up our glass and we want to salute. Special causes. Also, we want to lift up those that are in need of healing, those who are in need of wellness, whether it's a physical ailment, whether it's a mental ailment. We all got people around us that we need to send this healing vibration that we have, that we've been compiling over the last, it's going on 7 years now, family. We've been building. We've been doing the work. Now we want to send that energy out to those who are in need of it. You want to lift it up? Come on now. You can say them. Say their names. Come on now. Come on now. I say ours on the list. You know what I'm saying? We know who it is. Come on now. Now, who yours? Come on. Send in that energy. Send in that healing energy. Some of y'all need it. Come on now. Come on now. Stop playing. Don't be scared. Absorb it. Allow us to lift you up, right? Because this healing energy is going to come to you in truth. It's going to come to you. Help uplift you. We lift it up. We say, Shay. From there, move to that selfish toast. And I know a lot of y'all, bro, I tell you, the selfish toast. What do you mean? Because if we don't lift up ourselves, if we don't salute ourselves, if we don't take care of ourselves, if we don't fill our glass, how can I help you? Right? Struggling with the basics. That's what I was talking about today with the Gye-Nyame, with what I was talking about as far as the Nguzo Saba Challenge. Preparing for the future. And I call it struggling for, in Nguzo Saba Challenge, talk was preparing for the future. But the key piece that stuck out for me to talk about for you Today, which will probably be airing about 12 noon, is struggling for the basics. As long as we're struggling for the basics, to take care of ourselves, to take care of our bodies, and to, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be hard for us to do anything for our community, and it's going to be hard for us to do anything to uplift our ancestors. It'll be hard for us to get the time to be able to pass it on to the future generations, and it's going to be hard for us to focus on what we have, the time we have, and to move it with it and use it wisely. So we lift up our glass right now to you, and I ask the question I ask every day: what is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your greatness? The greater you become, the greater we all become. We lift up our glass. Come on now. Come on. Ashe. From there, family. From the selfish toast, we move to the tribe toast. Who your tribe? Who you with? As they say, you know what I'm saying? Who your tribe? My tribe is Gye-Nyame. I'm lifting up my tribe. Let me hear yours. I want to hear some other tribes out there. Come on now. Come on. Ashe. Now we gonna move. Toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, most uplifting, wisest, and bravest person in the room. Yes, I'm talking to you right now. You, those of you that join us, those of you that take the time to lift up your ancestors. Oh, you so beautiful. Wise, you so powerful. I need you to exercise that in the world, because we got to change and blow up the old paradigms and move into where we supposed to be. We lift up our glass to you and we say, Ashe. Now, we started with the Creator, we're going to end with the Creator. We say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Found I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. I'm going to sip on this, but I'm going to take you to another scene. I want to take you to another scene. I want to take you to another scene. I want you to see something. All of those of you who signed up for the email, y'all need to let me know, are y'all getting the emails that I've been sending out? I know some of y'all be like, brother, I tell you be doing too much. So that's why I give y'all breaks for long periods of time. I want to make sure that you're able to see. Now, this is what I sent out this week. Who, I've spelled you wrong. Who you repping during this Kwanzaa? In here, we give you an update of what's going on with us. Some of the stuff we going on, and an offer with the free GNJeCourse.com. If you get the email, you got the 50% offer and the possible 80% off if you go to last week. Brother Hatim, how do we get 80% off of the e-course? Get 80% off the e-course if you become a supporter of G&J Media. Once you become a supporter, get a link that gets you to the 80% off. And then we also talk about Sofa Chat. I should have put Sofa Chat up there, but this is Sofa Chat, right? And we'll be coming back on air on December 11th. Kwanzaa season, get your t-shirt now. This is who you rapping. Who you gonna be wearing during Kwanzaa, right? You need to get with us. The Warrior Initiative is now making shirts. We got the 2 Black line. We could put your family on there. We could put your face on there. We could put your face of your favorite ancestor on shirts, and we can have them to you in a very quick amount of time. I'm trying to come up with some way to make sure that you're able to get it. But if you get the email, right, you know what I'm saying, you get the link to get into that. But you go to Tykees at GyeNyameJourney.com. You see my finger right there. You probably can see it. It don't look like y'all see it. I talk about my personal health journey and some of the stuff that I'm experimenting with, right? And I want to make sure you know, right? So I talked about microgreens. We're growing microgreens right now. We got the young people interested in it. I talk about some of the health benefits of microgreens. I also talk about the journey that we're having with dealing with, my personal journey with dealing with medicinal mushrooms, in particular, turkey tail, lion's mane, reishi, cordyceps, maitake, and chaga, right? And how I'm taking them and what I'm using on. You know what I'm saying? I've been having some phenomenal effects. But then also I'm talking about the journey that I'm experimenting with to share with the young people as far as growing mushrooms. Right here, I have a bag that I inoculated with pink oyster mushroom. These are gourmet mushrooms. They're pink. And I figure, because I'm trying to get the young ladies interested, so I figure pink would be a good color to get them started. And you can see I just did this maybe a week and a half ago, and the bag is already, that white stuff is the mycelium forming. And once the bag is full, I could just open it up and the mushrooms going to start coming out. I talk about what I'm listening and reading. Last week I went through the book Think and Grow Rich. This was actually my first time. And I start running into a lot of concepts that we use in our culture. I mean, because I need y'all to understand that a lot of these concepts are ancient and basic. But one of the key pieces that stuck out to me was when they talk about the mastermind. Because in Gye-Nyame, we do something called the mindset. We do something about a mindset. And I need y'all, those of you that are getting involved with Gye-Nyame, those of you that's going through the Ngusa Saba Challenge, right? I want you to start thinking about forming mindsets with people that you meet on a journey so that you can start focusing that mental energy to get to where you go. They talk about that in Think and Grow Rich. We talk about it in Gye-Nyame. So, you need to get on board and come over here and hang with us. I'm also doing I'm reading a book called The Oxygen Advantage by Patrick McEwen, right? It's a re-listen, but one of the reasons that I started dealing with this concept, right, was because when I came up with the Ashe breath, right, because I went through a breathing workshop. I know it sounds crazy. I went through a breathing workshop at Ohio State maybe 20 years ago. And coming out of there, after going through it and doing an intense breathing exercise, I needed to come up with something for the organization, for Gye-Nyame Journey. At that time, it was Gye-Nyame Tribe. And I wanted to introduce it because the breathing exercise, crazy as it sounds, allows for rapid transformation. Why? Because by changing the rate of breath, by not over-breathing, teach people how not to over-breathe, but during the breathing exercise, you can actually open up certain channels in an individual, in their mind, to help them get to where they want to get to faster. And if they practice the breathing exercises, it will help it stick, right? Some people even talk about having psychedelic experiences, but what I start running into is because we have a lot of trauma in our community, a lot of people wasn't really ready for the breathing exercises, but I'm starting to see that they're ready now. So those of you that are supporters in Gye-Nyame Journey, you have received the Ashe breath demonstration that I do. The Ashe breath is one of those breaths that I want to start promoting in 2023 with some of the workshops, because this is truly an initiation, and I'm gonna make sure that everybody in Gye-Nyame and those around Gye-Nyame start going through it. Also, one of the things, key pieces that he talk about in here is over breathing. I know the breath is important. Oxygen is important to get in, but one of the overlooked gases that people rarely talk about is carbon dioxide. You know what I'm saying? And that book talks about that, and I'm gonna go a little bit more of that in the weeks to come. The last book I read this week was Adrift, and that's by Scott Galloway, and he talks about America and the future of America with 100 different charts. Real good book. Go and check it out. Then I got a Adventures from High Tim back in right when COVID hit. This is the Adventures of High Tim from the archives. And of course, I remind you that we got Gye-Nyame Journey TV. But since my stuff is buffering right now and dropping, I might have to go and change that whole thing, because I cannot have my major shows buffering, right? So family, this is Brother High Tim. I'm sipping on my ambrosia, and I am out.